They start the drive with Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins, and Davis has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, gun.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
49ers,
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Mike 56. Strip the ball.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike 56. Right there. Right there.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ryan Kerrigan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
21.
56. Check 56.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Here we go.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Clock!
Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm here all day.
Hey! Mike 7.
6. Right there.
I got you.
Let's go, defense.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jonathan Allen. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go now. Come on, 15 run. 54. Walk 54. Here we go.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were...
And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington.
That's a touchdown right there.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Push him back.
One, Omaha.
56.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Breida. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Mike 56.
11.
All right, T. Let's turn. All right, T.
They'll try and throw for it here. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, gun.
We got motion. Back up. 56 to Mike.
Now Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you. 6. Hey, Foxtrot.
56. I'm coming for you, son.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, gun.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right?
I got you.
56. You don't want this. 56 to Mike, boys.
Hey, gun.
56. You run. 56 to Mike. 56.
65.
It's going to be a lot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Reuben Foster gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
2. 6.
Garoppolo now. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, gun.
Mike 56.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
13. Go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Check right 54. Right 54. All day, just like that.
They go play action now. Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
12, fellas, here we go.
56.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up any...
Under pressure here, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks him, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Niners' 47-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Haskins going to try to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, John. 12.
56, Mike, 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, alert.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Ready? 91, 57. Bring it. Bring it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more. On the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Right here.
On first down, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. On second down, here's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins out to the left here to Reed. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
13. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check. Crouch.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 53 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get it. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Haskins will throw. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
21. 56. Hey, dude.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here we go. I got you. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, I can reach track. Lock. Mike 56.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. The 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Keep playing hard.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? they're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hatchet.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go, baby. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, Alpha. 6, Mike 56, right there, 56. Know your job. 56 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D. Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, he was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From midfield now, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivate. It's your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Pick me up. Here we go.
11.
Five.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The cover. They're too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Landon Collins on the cover.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, gun.
By 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 56. 56 right there. 56.
Hey, echo.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go. Set. 56. Logo. 56. All day.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Out of the shotgun. Haskins. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Malcolm Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? On third and goal, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Garoppolo 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Mont's 56. Mont's 56. 65.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, gun.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on third and 10. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score, Redskins 31.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Check 56. I smell fear in that offense. I got you.
56 to Mike.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 76 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Hey, defense.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Sam, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.